cutscenes. Lollyho everyone, and this is me doing a very, very stupid challenge. I pre-recorded most of the other first two, and so those we're going to have post-commentary. I haven't done that yet, but I'm going ahead and recording this one to be fun. Also, I am on Discord, and so you might end up hearing some background voice. You want to go ahead and say, "Hey, Roos"? Oh, actually, hold up. Might as well do that, just to be safe. I just, you know, I don't stream it to you or anything, but you can listen to me chat to myself while I try to solo this shit. But the whole point of this is just because I was bored when leveling. I was leveling in alt, and just how high level I was, rushing, not even trying to do all the quests or anything, just rushing to get to Sastasha, and I was almost level 20, and it's like, I wonder if you could solo the low-level dungeons, and if you could solo the dungeons instead of doing them with party, how far could you go? And that's what inspired this. So, I'm just carrying this character. Now, you may notice I'm level 27 at this point, and I think I was level 25, 24 at the end of, what is it, Tamtara? And it's because I stopped to do all of my job quests. Well, I think I did the level 21, but I did the level 25 job quest as soon as I hit 25. I went and did all of the hunting logs up to level 30, so it got me enough of the experience to hit 27. Hopefully I have enough high potions. I am going facing the wrong way. Hopefully I have enough high potions to get through this. But we will see. I don't have very much of a concern for the first couple of bosses here. The last boss I know is going to be a damage race, so hopefully I can kill him before his ads swarm me, basically. This is definitely more cushy than the first couple of solos, though, because oops, I forgot to kill that one. The first couple of rounds, I was a lot closer to the level, and Sastasha was interesting. Unfortunately, it didn't record properly, so when I go to commentate over that, which hopefully by the time see that, or by the time you watch this one, I'll have already gotten that one up, but when I go to commentate over that, I'm going to basically be recording off of my PS4's like movie player playback, and the Sastasha's broke up into two videos because I didn't realize that my PS4 wasn't recording a full hour, and so it stopped after like the first boss or something, and I had to, in the middle of the fight, begin recording again, and yeah, that's gonna be fun, stitching that together. But Tamtara went a little bit better as far as recording went, but yeah, the boss battles were definitely something. Although I will say one thing: soloing these fights, I have learned things about the battles that I didn't know. Like, as a bit of trivia, Roos, did you know that the demons in Tamtara cast in Thunder on a 30-second timer? As soon as it wears off, they cast it again. It's like, in a normal group, you have no reason to know this. They die too quickly for it to matter. These giants are going to be a problem. But not enough of a problem. Theoretically, I could have just run through this and not fought any of these, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Who knows, about the time I go to run through their AI, it'll actually decide to start chasing. Speak of the devil. I will say that having Storm's Path has definitely made this already easier. Being able to heal slowly every time I finish my combo is very nice. Huh. I never noticed how many patrols there were in this route here. Another Spriggan comes up here to attack me. Go away. Okay, almost to the first boss of this dungeon. Oh, that is a bad magic, you know. Only a little bit. So they hit me for 30 per hit. And okay, yeah, I can go back about 2 thunders in one swing. Nice. I gotta admit that this healing every combo is way more effective than I thought it was going to be. Makes me very glad that I decided to try this with Marauder instead of Gladiator. Because I think Paladin only gets one self-heal, like, ever, and Warrior has, like, 4. Although, granted, Storm's Path isn't a lot of healing, but it's a little bit of healing over time. You get Thrill of Battle, I forget what level that is. And then, what is it, Equilibrium? The same level that a Paladin gets, Clemency. Like, 1 room away from the boss at this point, and of course I have to fight literally everything. Okay, stuck on a rock. Alright, this will let me get to the boss room. Now, if in the event anyone watches this without knowing what this game is, this first boss is a battle, like almost like a battle royale. Enemies just constantly spawn in from 3 main spawn locations, one over here, one behind you, and then one up there. And there is a mini-boss at the end of it that's a little bit stronger than most other enemies. One strategy you can do is to get into one of the corners with where the spawns happen and just AoE. So in my case, spam Overpower. These enemies are very weak by comparison to their normal counterparts. And everything spawns on a timer, so it's not tied to how many you kill. You can get overwhelmed if you just manage to not kill anything. Every so often a bomb will spawn instead of the Spriggans, and it's a little bit stronger than they are, but not by much. It takes like, what, 5 overpowers, 6 overpowers instead of 2? 3? So there's another bomb. At the end of this, a giant named Kodos, I think is his name, spawns. I think it's after the 3rd bomb? You'll see it on the enemy list over there when he spawns. There he is, Kodos. Get some HP back from the Flambeau. Now, Kodos is not a free fight. At least not solo. He can still do a decent amount of damage. Oh great. I think I may be... oh no. For a second there I thought I was experiencing some lag. I've had a few issues with that. Ooh, let's not let you do that. But, so it goes. Kodos is down. Awesome. Pick up the key, and let's see if the treasure coffer is going to be nice to me today. I already have the goggles. I don't need the goggles. Did I get anything? I got nothing for Warrior. Okay, well, let's keep going. Now, this next little bit between bosses is pretty short, actually. The biggest thing is going down the elevator that's around the corner there, and then killing the bombs in the next area to get the fire sand to blow up another wall. I guess you could almost consider these a walkthrough for the dungeons while I'm doing them. This isn't my main character. I'd do something like the ranger poses or something while I'm waiting for the elevator to go. I always spin around and it's behind me. Ooh, you have physical damage up, that's not good. I'm going to counter that with Burning Part. I may not need it, but I'd rather have it. 61 on a single hit is not nice. Oh yeah, speaking of this area has a very weird enemy pattern. Let me show that off actually. You can't pull enemies out of the room they're in. Like, those enemies there will only come about halfway through this room, and for watch them prove me wrong. Come on, I know you're gonna leave. Okay, the soul left. Yeah, there we go. So you can't pull this entire area in one shot. You do have to actually do these rooms individually. And same thing with the middle room. They don't like coming into the side rooms. So if you do end up pulling them, you have to fight them in the doorways, which can mess up positioning for DPS. Although this is a level 17 dungeon, nobody really cares about positioning at this level. But it's good to keep into practice, in my opinion. Also helps if I actually kill targets. Oh, don't do that. At least don't hit me with it if you do it. Theoretically, I could do this. That might be more effective, actually. Save myself a little bit of time. There's a treasure coffer back there, but I don't think it's really worth it at this point. I think the gear I get from here is actually less than the gear that I got from doing the quests and well, mainly the quests. Like, do I have anything I could replace? I guess I still got the brand new items that could be replaced. Oh, gotta get the fire sand. You stun. Oh, stun's not ready yet. Okay, well. Now stun. Stun and grab the item and run away. Until it loses state. There you go. There, I got the blasting sand without, or fire sand without having to fight all the enemies. That works. So I didn't realize that sooner. Okay, second boss. This is going to be a little more interesting. Don't let me forget this. Go ahead and grab the fire sand on the way through. So this guy, you can fight it and kill it normally, but even at level 60, this guy takes a inordinately long time to fight that way. So we're going to try to spam the blasting device until it lets me get... Okay. Let it hit me and then use it. There we go. Perfect. So the idea is to have the blasting cap attack you, It'll tap me in a second. And then the blasting cap will explode, and when it does, you want the slime to be in it. And kaboom. So now these slimes, I think, move faster as there gets to be more of them. But as you see, they are pretty slow. So I'm going to pull it over here to the blasting device. And now once they reach me, I'll run over there to the improved blasting device and hit it. Like that. Come back this way. And hit the button before they get to me. And now I need to come over here because a Spriggan spawns on this little spot here. And it tries to kill the blasting cap. It's one of the few instances of monsters attacking other monsters. So we're just going to AoE to make sure they're all on me, following me. And kaboom. Now I think it gets faster as they see. Yeah, see, they're a lot faster now. So I've got to make sure I pull them further as far as possible against the wall, because they are going to catch up pretty quickly. Alright, what's up? Hit sprint and run! Okay, hit the button. Good. Just hit the blasting cap one good time to get its attention. And kill the Spriggan before it can kill the bomb. And from here, the battle's pretty free. All I have to do is survive until the bomb blows up one last time and AoE myself to victory. Like this. There we have it. And that's boss number 2 down. Get the fire sand and blow open the door. And let's see, what's in the treasure coffer? Already have the Acolyte skirt. I probably should sell those. Give me some more money for potions and such. Alright, so this whole area, I'm actually going to see if I can avoid any fights. So there's a fight there, I can just skip that one. Ghosts should aggro sound, so if I walk very gently, I may be able to go past them. I'm not sure about the Arachnites, though. Just gonna creep in first-person view. Okay, there's an Arachnite there. Let me see if I can go this way. Well, I made it to the treasure coffer without getting aggroed. It's the first time I've ever done that. Does opening the treasure coffer cause a sound? No, it doesn't. Cool. Alright, so we're just gonna walk gently past the ghost. Whoop, big aggroed me. Okay. I bumped into it. That was my fault. So, this game actually, I guess I should really explain how that works. This game has a very similar monster aggression system to Final Fantasy XI, and for those who've never played it, there's basically 3 major types of aggression. In 11, there were 4, but in this one, there's 3. So you have sound-based, which is based on movement and weight. Character, like in 11, it actually gauged what armor you were wearing. If you were wearing heavy armor foot piece, good luck of evading monsters without the actual sneak magic. But it was based on how much sound you made while walking. And of course, the slower you're walking, the more careful you're walking, the quieter you are. So that's how I was able to get past that first set of ghosts without getting aggroed. Unfortunately, in this game they added a mechanic of you bump into them, then they know you're there. That wasn't in 11, and I sometimes forget that's a thing here, because in this game, usually you just fight all the monsters all the way through, blah blah blah. But Palace of the Dead, soloing Palace of the Dead really did teach me about that they had the same aggroing mechanics as 11. Now, the hippogriffs up there, or hipposurfs, whatever you want to call them, have the sight aggro, and so you can go around behind them, but they link to that giant, so the giant causes them, because it's a position trigger. So as soon as the giant comes out, they aggro you anyway. But yeah, they are sight-based, so if you can get behind them, they won't aggro you. The third one in this game is called Proximity, or well, at least that's what players have called it from what I've seen. I'm gonna use a potion there just to make sure my HP stays high while fighting this thing. This is the worst pull in the game. In the dungeon, by the way. This giant with the 2 Hipposurfs, even in a normal group, this pull is actually quite dangerous because of the giant being so powerful, and so are the Hipposurfs. They do a lot of auto-attack damage. But once you get rid of the giant, everything else falls into place. Now, in a normal group, you probably kill the Hipposurfs first, but let me finish my previous thought now that that giant's dead. The proximity is what in 11 we would call true sight, or true sound. True sound is it doesn't care how much noise you're making, you go within its aggro range, it aggroes you. And true sight was the 4th one in 11 that was literally true sound but for sight-based monsters. So it didn't matter if you're invisible, it would still see you. Both True Sight and True Sound, even with Sneak and Invis, you know, Sneak prevents sound aggros, Invis prevents sight aggro, and the true versions don't care. That's the best way of putting it. I wonder if I can sneak past that. Oh, there's a Hippogriff there. That's right. I forgot about the Hippogriff. Let's just go ahead and fight it. Because it's going to aggro me the second I go past regardless. I think it doesn't always face the doorway as you go through, but it almost always in my encounter. Or maybe it is. Maybe it actually always faces the door. It wouldn't surprise me. SC's been known to troll players like that. But I don't know how often those aggroing mechanics are going to come up in this game, or at least in the solo challenge. But if you ever try to solo Palace of the Dead, you really do want to learn what monsters are sight, what monsters are sound, and what monsters are proximity, because anything that's sight and sound, you know how to avoid, and proximity, you know to just go as far away as possible from them, or to engage them before they aggro a whole room to you. And the biggest thing is, of course, not to panic. Anyway, somehow we have managed to make it to the final boss. So we're going to watch this cutscene real quick as he comes out, and I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Slaves no more! Free! Free! And big mallet through the wall. And we have a giant with a helmet. I think the story goes that those helmets were actually used to control these giants. And the enchantments faded, and that's why they went berserk. Understandable, honestly. Anywho, what am I going to do with this fight? I know, so after a certain amount of damage, he goes over there where and breaks a rock to let more giants in, who then go over there to that boulder and break it to let more giants in. And if that happens, if all of that happens, I'm probably dead. So we need to try and pull him as far away from that first boulder that he runs to as possible, to give myself the maximum amount of time to kill him. I don't remember the percentage that he runs at, though. Let me get the camera where it's not stuck in the wall. Basically, I'm going to save Berserk for whenever he goes to run off. Because as soon as he runs off, I'm going to start chasing him, probably sprint, so I can keep doing my main combo. And then Berserk as soon as he stops. Well, as soon as he stops and Storm's Path is ready, because I want to have 2 Storm's Paths for Berserk. Okay, it's 80%, yep, okay. Okay, I need a sprint to stay ahead of him. Because he's actually further ahead than what he looks like. Okay. Berserk. Storm's Path. Yeah, see, he breaks that rock in 4 hits. Now, the Stone Servants, they take a lot longer to break the other barrier, but I don't know if I'm going to get it in time. I only have to defeat him, regardless. So even if they manage to break that other boulder, the only thing that has to die is the boss. So I'm going to save my defense buffs and my potions for in the event everything goes to hell. Yeah, I don't have anything else there yet. Okay. Okay, we've got 2 giants over there right now. Boulder, okay, Boulder's at half. He's at half. The Boulder's gonna die before he does, though, unsadly. Oh boy, this is gonna be rough. I've got 2 choices. I can either try to AoE spam and keep the ads dead. I don't know how well that's gonna work. Or I can focus him and slowly heal myself with Storm's Path. I honestly don't know which is better. I may try one, and if I die, try the other. Okay, they're all on me now, so that means they broke that other boulder. So now, instead of 1 ad spawning per cycle, it's going to be 2 ads. Let's see how quickly they die to a berserk. Oh yeah, no, we're not going to do that. That's not going to do nearly enough damage. Okay. This is becoming a... lots of bad things. I don't think kiting is the answer either, because it's just going to have more and more ads spawning on me. Okay, fortunately, high potions are a thing. I'm just going to try and focus. They don't do a lot of damage to me, but they do enough to concern me. Let's see. Reprisal. Lower their damage. I'm running circles around him. I'm not going to... Oh, yeah, no, let me not do that. I don't want to make anyone sick. I'm running circles around him, though, to kind of hopefully divert the extras to having to spin around. But use the potion, please. Thank you. He's at 17%. That's good. 16%. I'm still at high HP, so maybe. I'm doing a lot of dodging, thankfully. I saw like a chain of like 5 dodges. Okay, got a berserk ready, so just gonna berserk. And spam. Use a potion between attacks. Come on, use the potion, please. Thank you. He's at 5%. 2%. That's a lot of stone servants. 3. Oh, come on. 3/10 of a. Okay, there we go. It's like he stopped at 3/10. Are you serious? There we have it. That wasn't too bad until the end. That was a rough. Eesh. And, oh hey, look, I got an orchestron roll. Yes, I see. Orchestron, so I don't care about the orchestron. Just use it to get it out of my inventory. I forgot to eat food. It'll be okay. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this. Until next time, we hope to see you again. Later.